G'day guys, Josh here. Welcome to another episode of State of the Economy. I know I've been a bit late on this. I meant to do it Sunday. Now it's Tuesday. And, I haven't missed out too much. So the major update so far is that Express Pass can be transferred to other characters. And that Express Pass gives a lot of mats. And basically, in Tier 1 and Tier 2, it doesn't give you enough mats to get to the next tier. But you still got to realistically grind for that small tier of mats. As I found out my Paladin this week, but my Paladin now is in Panuka. But let's give you guys a heads up of what's been happening in the economy. So we're going to get on to our turn shortly. And you guys will be a bit shocked with what's happened in the economy. Because I'm a bit shocked myself with what's happened in the economy. So we'll get onto that now. So first of all, let's go for the life shard. So let's get through the bags. Okay, Harmony Shard bag first. Get the L's out. And we're going to give you guys an idea of where it's at. So basically, Harmony Shard's back to 214. I've been noticing that not many people are running the maps for this. So I'm not sure where this price is coming from, basically. As I tried to run the maps in Rondell and Northern on Saturday and Sunday during the rifts, and no one seemed to buy at all. But everyone wanted the tier 2 one. So I had a character planet tier 2 and a character planet tier 3. And I got more of the tier 2 ones than I get all the tier 3 ones. So it was a bit weird, to be honest, where I, didn't see where it's coming from, like how the Harmony Shards are so high and who are grinding the maps. Now, as you can see here, Life Shards and Harmony Shards remain relatively parity at the moment, with Life Shards now being a bit cheaper, 184 for a large pouch. Overall, probably see this trend to continue where the Life Shard and Harmony Shards are roughly the same. The Express Pass does give you enough mats to effectively get close, but not close enough, where people will think about buying those pouches and stuff like that, instead of just being patient another day, essentially. And I can understand both reasons why you wouldn't. Now, let's look at the Leap Stones. So, Leap Stones are next. Now, we'll look at the Leap Stones as well. As you guys can see here, Harmony's pretty cheap, Life's pretty cheap, Honor's pretty cheap, and Great Honor's pretty cheap. In fact, these two have gone down in price, and these two have remained relatively the same. Generally, you can get these all from Guardian Raids. I would say with most of these, I recommend to sell and then buy via via Mario Store. It is still worth it. We'll go through the Mario Store later, but as you can see, it's still worth it. Next up, we'll go up to the Solars, which are going to basically the Solar Graces, stuff like that. That's what we're paying attention to. 24, 88, 183. As I said before, still not worth it. Still not worth it. And also going to say Solar Blessings is getting close to that point where it's not worth it at all. 80 times 3 is 2,400 is just worth it at the moment for the 600 per goal, basically, at the moment. Solar Graces are not worth it. And that's what it's like at the start with the solar fingers. Now let's take a look at the Guardian stuff. Now with the Guardian stone fragments, still 1 stones, they've gone down in price, 6G per 10. But this is actually a very interesting thing here with State of the Economy, okay? You guys would be like, oh, the structure stones would have gone down then. They did for tier 1 and tier 2, now back on 1 and back on 4. But tier 3, they've gone up from 18 to 23 as people looking to upgrade their weapon to 20 for next tier. So a lot of people have been told, want to get that weapon to 20. Okay, so that's why Guardian price have gone down, because no one wants to get the Guardian to 20, but they want to get the weapon to 20. That's the important thing that they want to do there at the moment as well. So that's what I've seen so far. Now, looking at accessories as well, mainly engravings for Grudge, and this is what triggered me to release my video about Grudge, is this used to be like 30k, so now it's back down to 12k, which is somewhat manageable. But as you can see here, for each page of Grudge, if you want 12 Grudge, you need to get 12k, okay? 12k, 12,500. And I can tell you right now, unless you're swiping that card extra quick, you're realistically not going to get that. You're going to get up to 9 at max. And that's when I say you should probably go for, something else. And also, not to mention as well, if you guys didn't know, that you actually don't need the 12 legendary book to get maximum mats. Okay, to get maximum mats, which is X4. So, X4, X3. You don't need that. You only need 9. And you need a stone to go 6-6. And all your ring accessories be free. And you can get X3, basically, for each one. But, despite that, it's quite expensive in the meantime to do that. We'll take a look at the other ones as well. Cursed Doll being another one that's quite expensive as well. Cursed Doll's gone down quite a bit. Now 4.3k. Overall with Cursed Dolls, funny enough, the green is more expensive than the blue, which is kind of crazy. And then the Epic's at 15. Bit off, but it resolved itself. Now we're going to go to the accessories as well. Accessories, I get to right now. You do a quick advance bit as well. And accessories can be a bit ridiculous, but this is why I'm saying that Grudge may not be the one you want to go for. The main reason why I say this, because this is why I say this, always, is that it can get a bit crazy, okay? So we'll get Grudge here, okay? So you get a few ones which are cheap. Okay, Sight Focus, you get some pretty poor ones. Shock Training, that was actually quite cheap. But you get some of the good ones, the really, really good ones. And you can see here, Cursed Old Grudge, okay? And Crit Spec, which is probably best to slot for a lot of people. And you're just basically paying 30k for a lot of them, okay? Because, a lot of best in slot stats. I mean, this one's really, really good as well for 35k. And realistically, with Grudge, if you're grouping it with any class stat that's seemingly best in slot, you're just not gonna get it, okay? I mean, look at this. Keen Blunt Weapon and Grudge, 27k. Like, are they gonna sell? I'm not terribly too sure, but Jesus, look at this. Like, all I'm gonna say, guys, with accessories is you might as well, like, especially if you don't have the Fions, you might as well just grind it out and hopefully get good traits at the end of the day. And you don't need X4, X3, X4 to be the best at DPS, okay? Like, you don't need that, okay, to do the boss encounters as they are at the moment. It's not necessary, okay? It's not necessary at all. And yeah, so overall, we're going to say, what I'm going to say right now is engravings are overpriced. Accessories with the engravings are also overpriced. You're better off grinding it, to be honest. If you want to buy it, you got the money to do so, do so. Mats are down a bit all across the board. So if you want to level up ults, probably the prime time to do it before Voltan comes out, and where everyone's focusing on Voltan relics and accessories rather than, whatever you've got. But overall, Center Economy so far, my big takes is I feel that Life and Harmony shards will slightly go down in the future. And I feel Honor and Great Honor Leap Stones will go up, and all the tier 3 mats will go up as we get further and further to Voltan, and as people need more and more of those to upgrade their stuff as well. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me for the State of Economy. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. And also, got to say as well, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I forgot, sorry, before we actually do anything, I actually forgot to check one important thing, and you guys would have picked me up on it just as I said like, comment, subscribe, is the Mari store. So Mari store basically is generally for mats. As you can see here, my crystal balance is quite low. So for Mari store, basically only pick up the Honor Leap Stone, stuff like that, because they're probably still worth it. Let's check the gold first of all. The gold hasn't changed. It's still 600 per 95. It's gone absolute bonkers. Okay, I don't understand. It's gone absolute bonkers. This is still worth it. This ain't worth it. This ain't worth it. All of these things here aren't worth it. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. That's worth it. It's, I was gonna be honest, guys. It's just gone absolute bonkers, okay? Because 5 of these is worth 600. I just don't know. Like, basically, at this point as well, even Solo Blessings are looking a bit out of touch as well. Because I think Solo Blessings... Let me just find them for a moment for you guys as well. I think Solar Blessing is a bit out of touch. Yeah, 30 for 300. And I gotta say it's 1.8k, probably 2k gold, and you can buy them for 2.4k. So this is getting out of hand as well. And I feel like something's got to give in this regards, where basically it's going to get to a point where only one thing is going to be worth it for me, which is going to be the Leap Stones. But that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.